Fractures in the relationship between President Trump and Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats were sometimes exposed in public and in real time.
We have some breaking news. The White House has announced on Twitter.
Last summer, it was an American journalist who broke the news to Coats that the White House had invited Russian President Vladimir Putin to Washington, not the president.
Did I hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That moment left Americans wondering who was in charge of the sprawling collection of 17 intelligence agencies, including the NSA and CIA. There were concerns raised when Trump named a political loyalist, Congressman John Ratcliffe, as Coats's replacement, seeming to value loyalty over experience.
We need somebody strong that can really rein it in because, as I think you've all learned, the intelligence agencies have run amok.
But Ratcliffe got a lukewarm reception in the U.S. Senate that would have to confirm him. When his resume was found to be lacking, he withdrew. Trump blamed the media.
Because I felt that Congressman Ratcliffe was being treated very unfairly. I was reading the press.
Critics say Trump's demand for loyalty is eroding the ability of intelligence officials to properly do their jobs. They're supposed to provide unvarnished assessments, but that's not always what the president wants to hear.
Agents will be much more reserved in their efforts to carry out these kinds of investigations, both with respect to Mr. Trump, other politicians, because it does open up this hornet's nest.
Trump's second choice for DNI, named on Twitter, is retired Admiral Joseph McGuire, a decorated Navy SEAL who currently heads the National Counterterrorism Center. Now, as acting director of the DNI, he inherits the unenviable task of delivering intelligence Trump has often disagreed with, including whether North Korea will abandon nuclear weapons, escalating confrontation with Iran, and Russian interference in U.S. elections. What's unclear is whether Donald Trump plans to formally nominate Joseph McGuire to be the director of national intelligence, or if he sees the post as temporary, given Trump's demand for loyalty and McGuire's reputation for offering unvarnished intelligence assessments. Kimberly, Halkett, Al Jazeera, the White House.